dive into Two Wild Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Trademarked by us. Don't let nobody else steal it. If y'all ever hear Two Wild Wednesday anywhere else, it's not theirs. It's ours.
And that jump, I was about to tweet it on the my profile, and that shit popped up like damn near instantly when I typed it.
Yeah, it did with me too. I was like, we're trending. We're trending.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm starting to see that.
It's a reoccurring theme.
All right, bro. Where's my first one? Let me see. All right, so the first one was, the Steelers will go undefeated. Too wild or not too wild?
It's not too wild. I definitely see where they could lose. Since I've looked at the rest of their schedule for these last 8 games, I see where they could lose. But do I think they'll lose? Probably not. It's not too crazy to think that.
Exactly. I think the only real threat will be Baltimore on their schedule, but their schedule real easy. I want to pull it up real quick because I was looking earlier today, and it was just like
the next 3 games for sure is cake.
Yeah, bro. Like their games aren't hard coming up, man. They're gonna win their next 5. Look, they got the Cowboys,
cake,
the Bengals, the Jags,
cake.
Then they got the Ravens. That's the only game I'm really worried about.
Yeah, so I was right. They next 3 games was cakewalks.
Then you got the Bills. I think that's a dub. Got the Bengals again. You got the Colts. That's probably gonna be another tough game. And then you got the
Bills. They'll. I wouldn't be surprised they beat the Bills, but I feel like the Bills will be comp, but they can win. The who you just said, the Colts, that'll be comp, but they can win that. So those are 2 competitive games after the Ravens that I feel where they could still lose possibly.
So they have 8 games left, and it's only really 3 games where you're really worried about a loss. So it's like, I'm taking my odds. I think, and it really comes down to, do you want to go through the mental triumph and the mental strain, I guess, because it does wear a lot on you when you're going undefeated. The questions will come. A lot of media pressure will come with trying to go undefeated. And we see how some people do fall under the pressure and how it sometimes affects your playoff run, because you try to get 16-0 and it's just like, oh, now I get to the playoffs. Now I come up short. It's like, damn. Yeah. So do you feel like it will affect them if they do end up going undefeated?
I don't feel like it will. I honestly feel like you should try to go undefeated, just because you should treat every game like you want to win every game. And a few years ago, it wasn't the first season. Was it the first season that Dak and Zeke came in the league? And they went like 14-2.
Oh, yeah, 13-3. Yeah.
13-3.
Yeah.
They lost only 1 game leading up to like the last 2 games of the season. And I don't want to sit here and say they purposely lost, but they definitely put themselves in situations for the last 2 games where they could have lost. And they did lose like their last 2 games of the season because they didn't have certain people playing so they could preserve them because they automatically.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So I was like, damn, like y'all just basically saying we don't care if we win or lose these last 2 games. Like that's damn near what they said to the league. And I don't feel like you should do that. I feel like you should try to win every game. But
I feel like that's a different situation. I feel like if they were 14-0, it would have been a different situation. But since they already lost the game, it's just like, we got this division locked up. We're probably going to get a bye. We could take a couple of games off.
Yeah, so that's where the difference is. That I was trying to think of where a difference could be. That's where the difference probably was. We already aren't undefeated, so there's no point in trying to act like we're undefeated. But with the Steelers, the pressure will be there. I don't feel like they'll fold under that pressure, though. I trust the Steelers to stay strong with that. If they can go undefeated for the regular season, I honestly don't see them losing, going all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't see them losing.
Whoa.
If they can finish the regular season undefeated, they're going to get to the Super Bowl and damn near might win. And they'll probably – actually, no, I can't say they'll be the first to do that since the Dolphins, because when the Dolphins did it, there was no preseason this year, though. So will that count?
What?
Because the Dolphins are the only team – the Dan Marino Dolphins team is the only team to go undefeated in the preseason and undefeated in the
preseason.
No, but I'm just saying, though, like that – in the record books, that counts. Like, there's no asterisk that says that doesn't count. That counts. They went undefeated for the preseason.
They don't count that. They don't count preseason.
I'm just saying, though.
They always say 19-0.
Yeah, that's true. But still, though, they always bring up the fact that they went undefeated in the preseason, too. So, it's like, it's still going to be brought up. But the fact that there was no preseason, I won't hold that against the Steelers. So I agree, like 19-0 or 20-0 if you count Super Bowl or whatever. So
yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. I can see it, man. I really can. That shit don't. And that was 74% too wild. And this one had the most votes too. Moving on. Justin Herbert should have been the number 1 overall pick. Too wild or not too wild?
Ooh, did I even see that one? What time you put that one?
I put them things all in the thread, but them things was all in the thread.
Whoa, I ain't
Easy
see
access.
that.
Look at that boy. That boy ain't even see him.
That one I ain't see. I was gonna say, what the hell?
Yeah, I put him all in the thread.
You say he should have been the number 1 overall pick though?
Yeah.
Nah, I probably still would have. Like, we didn't get to see as much excitement with Herbert as we did with Joe Burrow. Plus, they were undefeated and won a national championship. So it was like, why not pick that quarterback as opposed to Herbert? Even though I got all the hype for Herbert saying he was the most slept-on quarterback, Joe Burrow should have gone number 1, and he did. Yeah. But don't put him in the thread this time, because how many more you put in the thread? Because I ain't see that.
I put like 10 in the thread, bro.
Hell no.
You didn't see none of this?
I only keep going. I'll tell you what I did and didn't see, because I ain't checked that thread. I promise I didn't.
That's why I did it, because it's easy access. You see them things right there at the bottom.
See, nah, I only seen like the 5 or 6 that you put before I put mine, like 5 or 6 or whatever.
Oh yeah, I made like 10. I think I made 10.
Yeah, I probably ain't see most of them then.
All right, and I would say not too wild on that one either. I'll say not too wild. And that was 53% not too wild, bro. So that was a close one. Dalvin Cook will beat LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28 rushing TDs in a season. Too wild or not too wild? He has 10 right now.
Too wild. Half the season already gone. I don't see that happening.
But he scored 4 touchdowns in the game last week.
That ain't gonna happen every week. Not with Dalvin Cook. That's not happening every week with Dalvin Cook. All you fantasy people, just enjoy that 1 week while you can. That's not happening every week. I promise you. And the fact that we didn't see that until week 8, like, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's too wild. That's 53% too wild as well. So that was another close one.
That was closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Because they seen last week and they're like, well, maybe 3 games, maybe 3 TDs a game, maybe. All right, let me get to the next one. The Denver Broncos will make the playoffs. Too wild, not too wild.
Who in their division?
Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
Too wild. Because they in 3rd right now in their division. I don't see that happening. Raiders are playing way better than everybody expected, and the Chiefs are the Chiefs. So
I got the Raiders. I got the Raiders coming out that division. That's right. I got the Raiders.
Did I have the Broncos making the playoffs?
I think I had the Broncos. I had the Broncos making it to playoffs.
Let me check that.
I had the Broncos making it, but then Drew Lock got hurt like early in the season, and I kind of jumped off that boat and went with the Raiders. So I got the Raiders making the playoffs though, and I like how the Raiders playing way more than I like the Broncos. Offense is way too inconsistent.
Who I had making the playoffs in the AFC? Yeah, you had the Broncos. I ain't had the Broncos making it in the AFC.
Yeah. That's what I said. When Drew Lock got hurt, I kind of jumped on that bandwagon.
I had him dark horse for MVP, but I ain't have him going to the playoffs.
All right. So you said too wild?
Yeah, too wild.
Yeah, too wild. That was 55% too wild, so another close one.
Why is that so close? Why are these so close? Like, these last 3 should not have been this close. Like
55% too wild. All right. These must have been Broncos fans, because I don't see them.
They had to be. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Sakaya. Shout out to Jonathan. Broncos fans that I know.
Oh. All right, next one. Bucks will go undefeated the rest of the season with Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see like half of these.
That's what I'm saying. We're tripping. They really only got Kansas City, New Orleans, and the Rams left on their schedule that can really beat them.
We got to play the Saints again on Sunday. I ain't looking past that. I don't give a damn that we got Antonio.
That's what I said. You got Kansas City, New Orleans, and the Rams left on your schedule.
Who else we got to play?
Division games, niggas ain't really gonna beat y'all.
You said the Rams,
Kansas City Chiefs, and the Saints,
Saints, and then Atlanta,
Panthers.
Panthers. Who else?
Like I said, it really don't gonna make no difference.
Nah, who else?
Man, niggas, or games y'all shouldn't lose. I mean, y'all almost lost to the damn what's name, so I don't know. Let me look it up. Y'all got the Vikings. Y'all scared of the Vikings?
No, but they beat the Packers, so that I can't turn my nose up at them.
You got the Lions.
Duh. We not going undefeated. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We not going undefeated. I ain't
y'all all gonna be OP with my boy though.
We is not going undefeated. I predicted the Bucks to go 11-5, so we still got a 3-game 5-2. 6-2 because we just won.
I predicted y'all to go 13-3, so y'all only should lose one more game.
I'm being realistic. I got us.
That is realistic. Y'all schedule is trash.
We're going to lose to
your schedule is trash.
We already lost to the Bears.
Who are y'all losing to?
I won't be surprised if we lose to the Saints. I won't be surprised if we lose to the Chiefs. And who else?
Rams, Vikings, Lions.
I won't be surprised.
Panthers, Falcons.
I won't be surprised if we lose to the Vikings. A game that we should win. Like I got us two games for sure are going to be games that we should not lose that we're going to lose, aka the Bears, for example.
But y'all receivers was hurt. Godwin did not play.
We're
Antonio Brown was not there. That's why Antonio Brown was in the statement. Antonio Brown is going to play a key part.
I'm not a delusional Bucks fan. I am realistic. I know we are the Bucks still. At the end of the day, we are going to lose to someone who we should not lose to. So I'm keeping that in the back of my head, and I'm giving us a realistic 11-5 ending rate. If it's better than that, I'm hallelujah. Thank you. I'm so glad. But being realistic, I'm gonna say 11-5.
I don't know. I don't think you realize how OP the offense is gonna be with this man on y'all team.
I do, but I know we the Bucks still at the end of the day, so I ain't gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna let you set me up for that surprise. You're trying to set me up to be like, hell yeah, we're gonna go undefeated for the rest of the season, and I'm gonna be looking sick if we lose on Sunday. We're gonna lose on Sunday, and I'm gonna be looking sick.
I put not too wild.
Too wild. Favorite team, but too wild.
And that was 76% too wild.
There we go. A little more realistic.
The Washington football team will win the NFC East.
Too wild.
Not too wild. 64%. Not too wild. The Packers should have traded for a wide receiver at the trade deadline. Too wild, not too wild.
You said should have?
Should have.
Too wild. It wasn't really nobody else other than Will Fuller. And me personally, I wouldn't have went after Will Fuller.
I could have got AJ Green too, but they don't want to bring up that.
Oh, damn.
All right. It wasn't like Will Fuller was the only one available. It's just that was the one that was in conversations with them.
Yeah, see. Okay, considering the fact he was the only one in conversation, I say too wild. If AJ Green was in conversation and it didn't work, I would have been like, not too wild.
Not too wild. You should have traded for somebody, dog. You still need another piece. We already talked about it. 70% not too wild. All right. Alvin Kamara is the best running back in the NFL. Too wild, not too wild.
Too wild.
Not too wild. I don't see anybody better than that man. Real shit. And the way he's carrying this Saints offense, you gotta give it to him.
He top 3 in the league right now.
Because who would you have number 1? McCaffrey ain't played all season. Who else? Barkley ain't played all season.
Damn near Dalvin or what you call it?
Dalvin over Kamara? You can do way more stuff with my man.
You can, but right now I'm low-key going with Dalvin, number 1.
High key, Alvin Kamara should be in MVP conversations. The fact that y'all didn't have Michael Thomas since week 1 and y'all 5-3 right now, and a lot of that is on the back of Alvin Kamara, he should be in MVP talks. Won't be top 5 or nothing like that, but he should definitely be MVP talks. Next one. James Harden will be traded to the 76ers in 2021.
Not too wild.
Not too wild at all, bro. That was 57% too wild. But I think that shit will. I think that shit will happen though. I really do. Especially with Daryl Morey now. I think that shit gonna happen. And last one, Jimmy G's time. Oh, not last one. We got some more. Jimmy G's time in San Francisco is over after this season.
Not too wild. Already got the injuries. Plus, you ain't really been performing that well. It's like, it's not too wild. I can see it happening. Not saying it will, because I don't know who else San Francisco will try to go after right now. I don't even know where they listed in the draft right now, honestly. But not too wild.
Not too wild. Not too wild. I think they're gonna go after Matt Ryan this offseason. I really do. I think they're gonna end up trading for that man somehow and get him on the team. So I think Matt Ryan will eventually be there. All right, next one.
That goes into my plan of Cam Newton going to Atlanta.
You still on this? You still on this after what you posted? After what you posted today?
When it happens.
After what you posted today, let me read this.
When it happened.
Let me read this. Let me read this too.
When Cam Newton is in an Atlanta uniform, I just want to hear congratulations, Edgar. That's all I want to hear. I just want to hear congratulations.
After what you posted today with this too wild, Cam Newton will never again be what he once was. Too wild or not too wild?
I hit too wild. I made it. I hit too wild.
Okay. Yeah, I put too wild too. I put too wild. What do you mean by that? It was a lot of the questions I was asking. Like, what do you mean by that? What he once was? Do you mean MVP Cam or just a good version of Cam like 2018?
Well, when I say what he once was, not saying he would win MVP, but giving that caliber of play. Based on the fact that he's back 100% healthy. He looks fit as he looks damn near more fit than he did when he won MVP. Like, he's a vet in the league now. He's with Bill Belichick. It's like, damn, like, it's not crazy to think he could get back to that type of Cam, but can he, based off of what we've been seeing from him this season?
It hurts for me to say. Not too wild, bro. Not too wild. Just being realistic and seeing what I've seen this season. Yes, Cam can still give you good football, but MVP level football, I think that is in the past. And we have to see a new Cam moving forward. And maybe it's just recency bias, seeing what I've seen with the lackluster talent with the Patriots, but it's just like something is definitely off, bro. Something is definitely off with him. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he will be that quarterback. And I don't think he has the arm strength that he once had as well. And I think that was a huge part of his game. So I would say not too wild. It hurts for me to say that, but I would say not too wild on that one. And that was 71% not too wild. Lamar Jackson has become ultimately predictable, and it's time to hit the panic button in Baltimore. Too wild, not too wild.
Too wild from what I said earlier. He just has to find that next level in his game. I feel like a lot of people are panicking right now because we have yet to see people stop Lamar, and well, other than playoff pictures, but regular season wise, we have yet to see people stop Lamar until this season. So the fact that we're seeing it in the regular season now and not just in the playoffs, I feel like a lot of people are hitting the panic button, but I feel like this is the same type of transition that Michael Vick had to make of what's my next step. They know my game plan now. They know how I play. They got film on me. What can I do to take my game to the next level? I feel like once Lamar figures that out, they'll be on a whole different wave.
Not too wild. Not too wild. And I don't think they should be necessarily pushing the panic button for him, but they should be pressing the panic button to get him a weapon or something along those lines. Like, they should have been somebody who was calling for A.J. Green or calling for Will Fuller or calling for Kenny Stills. They should have been one of those teams calling for a wide receiver. I know they signed Dez Bryant to the practice squad, but I don't think Dez Bryant is going to be like Cowboys Dez Bryant. Like, I just can't see it coming off from Achilles and all that other shit. I can't see him being the old Dez Bryant. So I feel like they should have been one of the teams that probably should have got him a weapon to expand his game so he can throw to the outside more. But I don't think the panic button is necessarily on in Baltimore, going on in Baltimore. But the weapons have to get upgraded. So I would go what I said, not too wild. Not too wild.
Yeah. What was the percentage on that?
It was 50-50.
For real?
It was 50-50. Yeah.
At first, it was a lot
16
of
votes.
At first, it was a lot of, I think, not too wilds, and then it slowly turned into 50%.
Yeah, it was 50-50. 16 votes. The Dolphins are dark horse AFC playoff threat. Too wild or not too wild?
I hit not too wild. They second in the division right now. I predicted that. I predicted them to be second in the division behind the Bills. They look like they can low-key not run the table and go undefeated the rest of the season, but they can run the table and win majority of their games to possibly be the number one team in that division. So I feel like they can definitely get to the playoffs if Tua keeps giving us Tua time the way he has since he started this past Sunday. And I feel like
He didn't do anything.
What?
He didn't do anything.
He got a dub. He got
a dub. He wasn't a part of that dub. It was that defense.
He got a dub.
That man had 89 yards passing.
At the end of the day.
That man had 89 yards passing.
Did he get a dub? Yes or no?
He was not a part of that dub.
He got a dub.
I'm not gonna put him in the reasons why they won. That's what I would say. I would not put him in the reasons.
Did he give them any? Was he a catalyst on that team in that game?
No.
Okay then. He got the dub.
What are you saying? No. You asked that wrong because you said, was he a catalyst for the win? I said no.
Okay then. So he contributed.
No. Catalyst means he did contribute.
No, catalyst is not no.
Whoa, catalyst means he did contribute.
No, it doesn't.
Whoa.
Go ahead. Catalyst. Get the definition.
That increases the rate of a chemical reaction.
Chemical reactions are bad.
That's a catalyst. Yes, that's the definition.
Chemical reactions are terrible.
But no. Increases the rate. Increases the weight of a win. Yeah, I know I was using it right. Yeah, catalyst.
I've seen too many people use that word. So it's a lot of people using that word wrong.
You used it wrong.
Just want to put that out there.
You used it wrong. I thought I was tripping. I was like, bro, I've used catalyst a number of times.
I'll use hindrance. Damn, he was not a hindrance to the team. He was not a hindrance.
Don't try to change, nigga. Nah. But yeah, nah. He was not a catalyst. He wasn't a catalyst. Was he a hindrance? Did he blow the game? No. But he didn't win the game.
He game managed. He did what I said Jimmy G does most situations. He game managed.
Trash. But I think he will play better moving forward. But going against Aaron Donald in your first game is not an easy matchup, bro. Not at all. But dark horse AFC playoff threat. That's a tough one, bro.
Go ahead and say it. Not too wild. It don't mean you think it's gonna happen, but it's not.
Nah, because I don't think it's gonna happen. Because I really think that 6 playoff spots are already locked up. And I think that the Raiders will eventually get the 7th one. So that's how, because it's the Steelers, the Ravens, who else is this?
Titans.
You got the Titans. You got the Colts, who's like 5-3 right now. You have the Raiders. You got the Chiefs. And you got another team that I'm blanking on right now, the Bills. And that's 7 teams right there. So you got to overcome all those teams. And I just don't think offensively that the Dolphins are ready to be a threat to the playoff race. I don't think it is. They got a good win on Sunday, so shout out to them for getting that win. But I don't think that this will continue moving forward. So not too wild. Or too wild, excuse me. But that was 69% not too wild, though. It was 69% not too wild. I'm going to skip this one. This one was not needed to be put.
It was the Jets.
Yeah,
one?
the Jets.
It was 100%. It was 100%.
Nah, it was 86%.
Damn, bro, who did? Oh my God, I hate people. I hate people. It's too many Browns fans out there. I know whoever did that are Browns fans. I just know it. They're either Browns fans or they're from Ohio, and they just didn't want to deal with the truth.
Funny, but I guess they're saying they're actually winning games. So it's like, how are we the Jets? Or the Jets have overcome the Browns, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, so I can see that. Okay, yeah, that should definitely be not too wild then. That's definitely not too wild. The NBA canceling next season's All-Star Weekend is actually a good thing. Too wild or not too wild?
What did I say? I said not too wild because I think we had this conversation off the pod about I feel like this gives the NBA an opportunity to change certain things about the All-Star game. Because
we said this on the pod.
We did? We said this on the pod?
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Yeah, I said it last week. I feel like it gives them an opportunity to change things about the dunk contest, whether it's adding things or changing the rules. You could probably create different skills competitions from what we're used to seeing. You could possibly implement a one-on-one type of game situation to get people more excited to watch. You might not get the high-profile players that you want to do one-on-one, but you might find a new star that wants to do one-on-one for the All-Star game that you probably wouldn't have expected. You might get who will make the All-Star game, like Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is a star, but he's not top 5 player in the league type star that would still bring noise to the situation, you know. So it might be stuff like that.
I think it's a good thing because I don't think COVID should be passed around. I thought that's what you were trying to say by the question. This was another one I was confused by. Were you trying to say it's a good thing because they can reevaluate though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It could be for any reason. It ain't have to be because of COVID or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, not too wild. And last one. The Clemson Tigers are borderline dysfunctional without Trevor Lawrence. Too wild.
Not too wild.
Too wild.
Not too wild. They pulled it together in the second half of that game, but first half, I'm looking like
dysfunctional?
borderline dysfunctional.
That means you're almost dysfunctional. They're not dysfunctional.
Yes. They were almost you couldn't have been watching the same game.
I was watching the same game, bro. The first game, boys, the Office, you having a freshman quarterback play his first game.
I don't care. The team was trash.
You're crazy.
It was a trash team. I don't want to hear that.
You see what happened in the second half, though? What happened in the second half? What happened in the second half?
You are a 5-star. You are a 5-star quarterback coming
in the second. That don't mean nothing.
You're literally the next person in line after Trevor Lawrence.
You have no game experience. This is your first. You just throwing it into the wolves, bro. It don't matter who you playing. You're going to struggle.
He got to play this week against Notre Dame, and I'm telling you right now.
But he got game experience now, so
they're finna get clapped.
Solid.
I'm telling you now,
they're going to be solid.
Against
so
Notre Dame?
They lose this weekend?
Huh?
You saying they lose this weekend?
I bet you $5 Clemson lose this weekend. I swear to God.
Crazy.
I bet you $5 right now. I bet you $5.
Did you watch the second half?
You want me to record this?
Yes.
I'm gonna record this.
You ain't got to record it. We can virtual shake, nigga. I'm cool. You know my money good.
I got $5. $5 that Clemson loses to Notre Dame this weekend.
Yes.
Because Trevor Lawrence is not playing.
Hey, nigga.
Because Trevor ain't playing.
Virtual shake, nigga. Yeah, man. Virtual shake, $5. Clemson good. Clemson good, bro. He got game experience now, so he ain't worried about Notre Dame. I ain't even worried about Notre Dame. I'm really not. I'm not worried about. Just because they're ranked number 4 doesn't mean you should be scared.
It's Notre Dame. This is a top
Notre Dame done.
This is a top football program in the league.
That I should be scared of.
What
has Notre Dame done in the last decade that I should be scared of?
They've been a football playoff threat. They may not have made the playoffs, but they're always a threat.
Oklahoma is a football playoff threat and gets smashed every year. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, Clemson. I'm gonna say this right now. If Clemson loses to Notre Dame, I didn't put this on 2 Wild Wednesday, but I was thinking it. If Clemson loses to Notre Dame, and Trevor Lawrence is gonna miss possibly another week after that,
make it.
You think Clemson could get 2 losses and still make the playoffs?
2 losses? What are you talking about? 2 losses?
I'm predicting them to lose another game after. I feel like they're gonna lose.
They're not losing another game.
They're gonna lose to Notre Dame. Huh?
In the ACC, they're gonna lose another game.
If Trevor Lawrence ain't playing after the Notre Dame game,
after this one though. He good after this one.
We're assuming he good after this one. If he come back, then yeah, Notre Dame will be their only loss. But if he doesn't come back, I could definitely see Clemson losing another game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They losing to Notre Dame. I'm telling you that right now.
Too wild. Notre Dame. They're gonna fold. And I think Notre Dame is in the ACC too. So even if Clemson was to lose this game, they would still have to play Notre Dame, and Clemson would still have to play in the ACC championship because Notre Dame is in the ACC this season. So they would have to play in the ACC championship, and Clemson could still get another shot with Trevor Lawrence to play them and show them that Notre Dame ain't shit, and they can move on to the playoff. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you just overlooking them like this. I can't believe.
Am I supposed to be scared? Yes, it will be a close game, but I'm not worried that they're
I'm about to say you got to at least say it's going to be a close game. You talking like Notre Dame?
You don't have your quarterback. Look, it's your quarterbacks. Because were they at home last game? I feel like Clemson was at home.
I think so. Yeah.
Clemson was at home. So this will be the freshman quarterback's first road games. Yes, he would have jitters. So it will happen the same thing that happened this past game. It will be a slow start. But I think their defense
on the road versus Notre Dame.
What has Notre Dame done?
You looked borderline dysfunctional all because your quarterback was
borderline dysfunctional.
The defense looked like they didn't know how to play football in the whole first half just because Trevor Lawrence wasn't playing.
But there are two halves in football.
They are, but I'm just saying we're not going to ignore that. We can't ignore that.
They shut them down the whole second half, and we're going to ignore that?
Because they finally got it under their feet. You can't do that against Notre Dame. You can't just fold in the first half against Notre Dame and just think you're finna come back out.
Have you watched the Notre Dame game this whole season?
Not this season, no.
Notre Dame ain't shit.
I haven't watched majority of the games this season. I only been watching
This is
Florida
what I'm saying, bro. Notre Dame ain't shit. Just because they're ranked number 4 doesn't mean they're the 4th best team in this country. It does not mean that.
It's Notre Dame. You act like they don't give you that top 5, top 6 potential every year, though. They give you top 6 team in the league, in the nation potential every year.
They might be ranked in the top 6, but I never take them seriously.
Wow, that's crazy.
I never took them serious. Ever since Manti Te'o them left, I ain't took Notre Dame serious since Manti Te'o left. And even that season was a joke. So I don't even know. I can't Notre Dame. All they do is live off the past. That's all Notre Dame does.
Give me my $5. Just give me my $5
after the past. It's all good.